you can take that to the bank. People are such on the internet that I don't know how most of them remember to breathe and keep their heart beating. Oh yeah, those are autonomous things. Hello, denizens of the internet, citizens of cyberspace, and some of you are my friends. Why can't we all just get along? It was like 2 years ago that I said this. So I just stopped here on the side of the road to swap batteries. The GoPro beeped at me, and a guy on a Yamaha Tracer stopped and asked if I was okay. Why can't the world have more bikers in it? You know, more people like that. He didn't care that I was on a Harley and he was on a different make. He recognized that we're all bikers, and he thought I might need assistance, so he stopped and asked me if I needed assistance. You know, it baffles me how so many people can get so caught up in their own echo chamber that they forget we're all human. But seriously, so many people are caught up in their own that they can't see from any other viewpoint. They live in a literal echo chamber. And it drives me insane because I know that my neighbor unfriended and wouldn't talk to anybody after an election because of who they voted for. I mean, if you go back to when I was a kid, 80s and early 90s, you made friends based on common interests, yes, but even the guys that all like Star Wars, you know, some of them didn't like C-3PO or didn't like R2-D2. And hell, even if you didn't like Star Wars and you like Star Trek, you were still a sci-fi fan. So you were still part of the group. Nerds, nerd alert. Yeah, but you know, it's the first thing that came to mind because some of those are utopian and dystopian societies. Hey, quick side note, Star Wars is a dystopian society, and that's why a lot of their outfits are dirty and their ships are not symmetrical or clean. Whereas Star Trek is a utopian society, or based on it, which is why they're all clean and smooth and symmetrical and yada yada yada. And it actually makes it really hard for the model designers. I learned this watching, I think, Corridor Crew. It takes a lot more for the model designers to show scale, and that's why the ships in Star Wars are cooler. Star Wars number 1, Star Trek number 2. I just got 3 people to unsubscribe because they're Trekkies. Hey, Trekkie Moto, how you doing out there, buddy? But we have these echo chambers that social media, which wasn't around when I was a kid, has reinforced because people have so many friends, they can afford to lose a couple hundred because of political beliefs or religious beliefs or what have you. I was not sure if that Toyota was going to pull out behind the other thing. I guess it was a Toyota too. But seriously, why are we all in these echo chambers? Like, I make fun of the Gold Wing riders, but you know, if one of them broken down on the side of the road and I can help, I'm gonna help because we're all bikers. We're all humans. Holy he's flying. Yep. Wow. You know what? I think I saw him yesterday. Good God. He's rolling. He's gonna burn that red light too, isn't he? Yeah, he's gonna go right through it. Wow, 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 wow. No safety gear on a scooter doing like 55, 60 mile an hour. That is ballsy, dude. I bet it clangs when he walks down the street. But anyway, I digress. I got sidetracked again. And because everybody becomes a keyboard warrior on the old interwebs, and I'm not going to do the thing with my hands because I need my hands on the handlebars, but people become these keyboard warriors and their viewpoints get so outside of the norm. It's the extreme left, extreme right, extreme up, extreme down. Whatever the issue is, they are on the extreme end of it. And I'm not going to bring up any issues because I don't want to start a political discussion. I want to start you thinking about how you interact with people on social media. I mean, if somebody makes one wrong step, are you going to cram it down their throat that they're wrong? And wrong is relative. You know, it's the whole meme where I see a 6, you see a 9. We're both not wrong. But I think what we can all agree on is it's time for a jump off, Gil. And Mikey, 2019 Street Glide Special. Look at that, baby. Yeah, dirty as all sin. Got my lights on. Oh man, I love those bright lights. And this fan's gonna come in handy later. That thing is just aces it, blowing the air up or sucking the air down, whatever the hell it does. Keeps my legs cooler. Back on the bike. Look at that. Plenty of time for a jump off, right? How many weird looks did I get? Did you count any weird looks? I've always been the kind of kid or kind of person that doesn't mind getting the weird looks. Where are you angled today? Yeah, you're a little bit low. There we go. I tightened this thing down on the Hero 9. I tightened it down so much the other day that it almost took a screwdriver to get it off. But I tightened it a little bit more. I don't want to crack the feet on those things. I got spare feet. They're like 10 bucks for GoPro. I think it's a worthwhile purchase. Can I get a light, boss? Can I get a light? Anybody? Nobody's moving. All right, good. They're gonna go. So anyway, no shit. There I was, minding my own business, and people on the internet get these extreme views. I've literally seen, and there's a lot of issues. When I'm recording this, there's a lot of issues floating around the US where I'm based out of, and they're all hot button issues, and people are going to the streets and going to the interwebs and talking a lot of smack about the other side. And well, you know, there's just not room in my life for that kind of stuff. And here's your pro tip of the day. When somebody posts something you don't agree with on Facebook, and it's like one of these extreme views, not just slightly to one side or the other, but like an extreme kind of thing. When I see stuff like that though, I just keep scrolling, because you realize if they're an adherent to one of these extreme viewpoints, A, you're not going to change their mind on it. And B, even if you were to try, all they're going to do is start name calling. Happens on both sides of every issue. You can take that to the bank. People are such on the internet that I don't know how most of them remember to breathe and keep their heart beating. Oh yeah, those are autonomous things. But I'm so sick and tired of just seeing all the vitriol. I want, you know, it's amazing. I didn't think so. I didn't think I was this kind of guy, but bring back the cute puppy pictures and the cute kitty pictures. Because the rest of it's just bull. My dad had a friend growing up, and they'd sit around and drink scotch together. And after he passed away, I went to his house, and we were having a cigar in his living room, and we were talking politics. And he said, you know, I miss your dad a lot. I said, me too. And he said, we used to debate politics all the time. I was like, you did? He's like, yeah, except we agreed on so many things. But even on the things they disagreed about, it was in person. You could read the body language and the intonation of the other person, thus getting a better feel for whether or not they could be educated or swayed in their beliefs somehow. And not that you need to sway everybody's beliefs, because if we all had the same belief, then hell, we'd all be riding street glides, am I right? That's a joke for my non-street glide riding friends out there in YouTube land. Yeah, you guys are awesome too. And these drivers are all in a rush today, but I am not. It is a beautiful day out. We're gonna do the weather at the end. It is 80 degrees. When I told the bike, let's go to work. I'm not getting DMCA'd again, but it's 80 degrees. It's gonna go up to about 90 today. So my twin cool fan is gonna come in handy. And I'm probably butchering the name, but that's what I call it, the twin cool fan. But it is a wonderful day, and people need to look on the brighter side of life and keep scrolling if you disagree with somebody. You don't have to respond to everything. It's not your job to police everybody's beliefs. And I believe that. So with that, I'm gonna go play on the highway, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for coming on a ride with me, and check out the other videos that are on screen now. They're sure to be just as confusing. Take it easy, my friends.